Hey, hey. It's a little sunny out this morning, but I'm going to try and do another recording anyways. Um, Lighting's not perfect. I got a few lights here, but sun's all powerful, man. I'll go with what the universe has to offer me. We're continuing with our read through of your user's manual. I'm not drunk, although I could be. You never know. You never know. Let's get right into it. Oh, don't forget, this is episode 10, so the next one is going to be answer of Q&A on the previous 4 episodes or so. So just make sure at the end of episodes you answer the Q&As on whatever podcast platform you're on. I think most of you are on Spotify, but Instagram as well. And if there's any other platforms, if there's a critical mass, I'll come, man. I have accounts. I just don't spend time there. Let me know you're there. I'll come spend time with you. All right. We're reading chapter 7 today, called Que sera, sera. We're continuing after Actors and Spectators, which was the last chapter. Okay, here we go, and we're starting with a quote from Big Boss Rick Ross himself. Chapter 7, Que sera, sera. Quote, if you are annoyed at something, it is because you have forgotten, 1, that everything happens in accordance with universal nature. 2, that whatever fault was committed is not your concern. And 3, moreover, that everything that happens has always happened thus, and will always happen thus, and is, at this very moment, happening thus everywhere. End quote, Marcus Aurelius. As you make the best choices you can, remind yourself that the universe already holds the script that dictates all that is to come. Not just for you, but for all matter in the universe. The universe does not owe you anything. The universe will do what it will, regardless of your hopes and wishes. Therefore, reason would dictate that you should not hope for things to be a certain way, as the outcome is out of your control. And since you are at the mercy of what fate will dish out at you, by hoping for a certain outcome, you are negatively labeling any other outcome other than the one you wish for. And so, more often than not, you would be faced with a perceived negative outcome when in reality, it just is. It's just reality. Just is. Along with memento mori, the Stoics lived by amor fati, love fate. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever happened, happened. And you have no recourse. No option to change that. No other reality to go to where it happened differently. Regardless of how positive or negative an event, it happened, and it is in the past. Now, it is up to your judgment, and only your judgment, of said past event to determine if it was, quote, good or, quote, bad. And ultimately, it will also determine how you react to it. All these concepts, good, bad, fair, unfair, are constructs of your own imagination. 3 billion heartbeats, guys. Tick-tock. Did getting cut off in traffic really merit an emotional response? Or worse, a physical manifestation of that physical emotional response? Screw you, buddy! Did your blood pressure rise? Did your heart rate speed up? Definitely. Was that really necessary or important? Never forget, 3 billion heartbeats. Tick-tock. Every day is death. So choose how you spend that life wisely. And thus, you can easily remark that many of your afflicted feelings are in fact frivolous, irrelevant, and unimportant. They are trivial. They are meaningless in the grand scheme of things. You, with your rational, ordinary mind, can see that the trivial matters merit no worry, and that drawing anxiety from them is wasteful of your time, your own doing, ludicrous, and self-harming. But what of the emotions you feel that make you angry and act out? What of the emotions you cannot control? I ask you, what of it? Do you really, truly believe you are at the mercy of your emotions? Emotions are simply bad coding. in your brain. I'm not cutting that. That's real life. Emotions are simply bad coding in your brain. Pre-registered responses, packages based on memories of past events. We're going to talk more on bad coding later. But for now, it would suffice to recognize that emotions are simply bad coding in that they are pre-registered responses to events. Your rational, ordinary mind does not want them, especially the negative ones, as it knows they are internal to you, your own doing, and counterproductive to your state of mind. The Stoics recognized this as well and rejected emotions. This practice is embodied in the mantra Amor Fati and rejected all the good and bad things fate threw their way. Fate is not you. You are you. External factors do not determine how you feel at any given moment. You do. Your judgment of the events does. You have the control. So use that control instead of giving in to the bad coding. More on this in my third book, Your Dichotomy of Control. Learn how to control your world for an anxiety-free and happy life. Hiya! Buddha said life is flux. What will happen will happen. You must go with the flow, as there simply is no other alternative. To wish and hope for something different, something better, is ludicrous, as it is impossible to change what is. The universe is flux, and you must flow with these changes, good or bad, like a leaf fallen from a branch, not knowing which way it will fly or ultimately where it will land. Buddha also encouraged meditating on feelings, all feelings, good or bad. He stated that the key to nirvana is to understand and embrace that feelings are fleeting. All feelings come and go. There is no possible state in which one can be happy, angry, sad, or elated at all times. Feelings come and necessarily feelings go, like water floating around pillars of a bridge. And therefore, we should not pay any mind to emotions. They have no materiality or impact on us that remains within us. They pass. Be like the pillar and let the emotions go as they come. The day you can ignore all emotions without it affecting you or changing your behavior or thoughts in any way is the day you have reached nirvana, a peace infinitely more gratifying than happiness. You get upset when things don't go your way, right? Basically, guys, all I'm saying here is just go the way things are. Then everything is your way. So make sure you answer those questions. I am looking forward to the Q&A. We'll see what we get in. And I'm always rooting for you guys. Love you all. Sending out lots of energy. It's a tough time of year. Just do you. Remember, you're a human being. You're not perfect. You're a primate. You're a predominantly hairless, ugly monkey. Do your best. You will have emotions. You will react. Forgive yourself. And do your best. I'll talk to you next time.